What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Hive Mind Mentality, where we talk everything on the Hive Blockchain. Today, we're going to be talking about growing your account without putting any money into it. This is the third video in the series, so if you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch the first so you can see where I came from. There hasn't been much going on. It's been about 9 days, so that's 9 single loot chests. And let's roll my disappointment. All right, hoping for a card. Let's see it. It's going to be good. There's going to be a legendary in here. It's 200 credits. Let's see. Let's go legendary. Come on. All right, big money. Let's go. Big money. All right, come on. Looking for 20 credits. Give me 20 credits. I just want to get my first card. Come on, one card. I still haven't hit a single card. Oh, there we go. All right, gold foil legendary. Let's go. So as you can see, it's a pretty slow grind to get 1,000 card power without putting any money into it. And before we get into some tips and tricks and things I've learned, I want to go ahead and delegate some cards out to one of my subscribers. So I have General Sloan and the Soul Fiend that's going to be going to Yu-Gi-Oh, I believe. So let's do that real quick. Delegate. Wow. Let me make sure I spelled that right. And Yu-Gi-Oh. Yep, that looks right. Just copy. There we go. Enjoy General Sloan. And I'm picking General Sloan because I saw that you had some monsters that were over level 1, but didn't have an actual life summoner. So this will help you out, and it's always nice to have a 0 mana monster to go with that. So good luck on leveling up, and hopefully this helps you. So here we are on my new account, and as you can see so far, I have a level 2 Gargoyle Lion, 4 Pelacor Deceivers, and 2 of the Venari Heatsmiths. And honestly, it's a lot farther than I thought I was going to be after about 10 days of doing this sort of challenge. I thought it was going to be a slower build, and I did learn a couple things from mistakes on how I was using, mostly at credits. Most of this came from credits. I did get 1 card, and then there was some DEC in there also. And at first, my biggest mistake and learn from this is I was spreading the cards around when I was buying them. I would be like, oh, I want 1 Venari Heatsmith, and I'll get a couple Pelacor Deceivers, maybe some Lions. And I had 2 of the Pelacors, the Earth ones. I forgot what they're called. But I had those. And my idea in the beginning was to spread them around because eventually I'd use them. It'd be nice to have all these extra cards to use. But I found out that was a flawed strategy. And the reason being, so let's go over to Peak Monsters, was when I had all level 1 cards, they were harder to rent out. Currently, all of my cards are rented out, which is great. But a lot of them did sit there for days, not making me any money. But once you reach level 2, that's where the money comes in. So my advice if you're starting out is to keep buying the same card and only buy them when you can turn them into level 2 creatures, monsters. I keep saying creatures because I'm used to playing Magic. So looking at these cards, my next buy when I get around, I think it's 15 to 17 DEC, depending on when, what the market is for the Pelacor Deceiver. Pelacor Deceiver is the next one I'm going to get because that'll make 5 and I can combine them. Then I'm going to keep playing, and depending on what my rewards are, I'll know which one to upgrade. It looks like it's going to be the Venari Heatsmith coming up next. But for example, let's look and see how much the Deceiver. So right now, yeah, you can get a Pelacor Deceiver for a penny and a half, which is great. Down 58%, perfect time to buy. Unfortunately, I don't have any credits. I only have 6 DEC right now, so I have to wait. And obviously another good thing about it is at level 2, they do rent at a higher rate. So these are 5 cards combined. 5 separate cards are going to be 0.1 DEC separate. So if you have 5 different level 1s, you're going to get about 0.5 if they rent. And that was my biggest thing. They weren't renting like I thought they would. So if you go up and combine them level 2, you're going to get around 0.8, which is great, and it instantly rent. I put this up on the market. It's just been, making me money. And one thing you really have to remember is once you reach that level 2, once you get that Gargoyle Lion, Pellicore Deceiver, don't play with them. You might think, okay, they're level 2. I have the edge above my opponent, so I shouldn't rent them. No, that's exactly the opposite of what you should do. You should rent. Make sure you're renting. It'll be better to have a better composition on your team than it is to have level 2 or even level 3 monsters. You can beat out someone with better placement. And those rental values, they'll keep growing over time. As you can see up here, I'm getting about 1.5 DEC a day. Doesn't sound like much, but again, I'm putting no money into this. And yes, I'm aware that it did cost $10 to get the Summoner Spellbook to start, but I'm seeing it as income. This is growth. And all this was achieved by maybe playing about 10 to 15 minutes a day just to collect the rewards. And then I just walked away after that. There's no point in sitting here staring at your cards, watching them. It's earning money while you're away. You only have to worry about the daily rewards, which I am aware of. They are changing actually tomorrow on how rewards and everything in the loot chests are given out. But right now, this is what I've earned using the old method. And here's something everyone needs to do. Right now, if you're starting out and you really don't have much to put in the game, you would think sticking on Splinterlands and just grinding it out would be the best way. But you have to remember that Splinterlands is on the Hive blockchain, so anything that you earn outside of it that's on Hive can be transferred into SPS, DEC, and just into the game in general. So everyone that wants to boost their account and start earning faster, I suggest you go over and start playing Rising Star. And Rising Star is another game on the Hive blockchain, and I'm not going to get too in-depth in it. I'll make a video on it in general, but it is free. There's no barrier of entry. You don't have to buy a Summoner Spellbook or anything like that. You just log in and you can start earning what they call star bits. So I've been playing this game for about 4 days, and it's not a game that's really involved. Basically, you click a button and you wait the amount of time, and then you get rewards. So for example, I have to wait 25 more minutes, and then I'll get a reward in star bits. So I almost made about 3,000 star bits, and you can withdraw 1,000 at a time. So that may mean nothing to you, but let's look at what you can turn those star bits into. So if we go over to Hive Engine, and let's say we want to do a swap. So we select our token, we're going to do star bits, and then we're going to turn that into DEC. So again, I made about 3,000 star bits in about 4 days. So let's do 3,000. And as you can see, that's going to be 452 DEC. Now there's going to be a 5% kind of fee for swapping and doing all that stuff. So what does that actually get us? So 452 DEC. Let's go back here to Peak Monsters, and then let's just look at the lowest card, Venari Heatsmith. So that is going for 0.015. So let's pull up our calculator, and let's take the 452 and then divide that by, what was it? I believe that's 15 DEC. So, all right, so divided by 15, that'll give you 30 cards, 30 common cards. I mean, if you get Venari Heatsmith, but you can spread that around. You can save that for a summoner. You can get, maybe you want to get a level 3 and a level 3 and a level 3, however you want to do it. But that is free DEC right there. And really, on Rising Star, I'm clicking a button every now and then. If you work a computer job or you have access to your phone, tablet, something, you need to do this. So, it starts every 5 minutes, you click, and then your bar will run out and you won't be able to do it. Wait for the bar to come back up, you click again, and you keep taking out the star bits, turning it to DEC, and then buying cards, and then renting the cards. So that'll boost it so much. Now, I'm not going to do that on this account because I really want it to be isolated to just Splinterlands. That's the only thing I want to do. No money coming in, even if it's still in the Hive engine. But that's just me. That's this experiment. If I were you and starting out, and you only had $10, even if you had 50 to throw in there, use Rising Star, and your account's just going to grow that much faster. There will be an affiliate link, and I would appreciate it if you wanted to sign up for Rising Star, to go down in the description and click that for me. I'm going to call it mission. Every mission you do, I will get 1 star bit. It's a little, but it adds up. And this is a universal concept for all tokens on Hive. For example, I'm posting on Splinter Talk, Peak Monsters has some rewards, One Up Wave, Pizza, whatever. And if we go to the actual tokens, you'll see that there are 709. Now, some of these are worth nothing, but let's say it's 500 of them that have a value. That's 500 tokens you can convert into DEC or SPS or whatever you want. So let's check out another swap. So for example, this lulz token right here, which I believe I got from just posting on my blog. If we swap that, so it's only 1 lulz, oops. So lulz token to DEC, I don't have that much in it. I only have 1. And with that, you can get a card and some. So that's not a bad deal. And I wasn't even targeting lulz. I wasn't targeting battle, 1-up, any of these things. I was just posting my videos on Peak D and just sending them out all over the place. So as you can see, you can earn a lot of tokens that you can use to swap into Splinterlands, whether it's SPS or DEC. And that is really the way to go. And if you don't have the money to just keep pumping in, whether that's from a day job or other investments, and you have time, go ahead and utilize all these things. Find something else you like that's on the Hive blockchain, and then use that token to swap into Splinterlands. And a great start, again, is Rising Star, because it's absolutely free, and it's gonna skyrocket your account. So go ahead, sign up, use my link in the description. And that is all I have for you today. There are going to be new rules for earning that's coming out tomorrow, and I'm going to be making a video on that. I'm kind of excited to see how much faster I can grow this account now that, hopefully there's no paywall, and just there's more benefits to actually playing as opposed to just playing or winning 5 games and then just be like, all right, I'm done for the day. So it's definitely going to be more entertaining in the fact that I'll be earning more the more that I play and win, and hopefully it works out for the better. But I'll keep everyone updated on this account, and I will catch everyone next time.